everybody, and welcome to our YouTube channel, Batty
Sister
Creations. I'm Nicole,
and I'm Millie,
and today we're so happy to be here to announce that there's going to be content from us every single day, and we're doing many series. That way there's something for everybody.
And today we're going to start Read It Outside with us.
So pull up a seat,
grab your lemonade,
because these ones are coming from Am I the Devil?
Some might be sweet,
some might be sour,
but let's hold off judgment until the end. So let's get into it. So our first story is, Am I the A-hole for telling my sister to stay home by herself? Let's find out. Don't mind our dog.
Don't mind our dog.
Okay, so my 15 female sister, Scarlett, pretty much hates everything our family enjoys. We are all outdoorsy people, but she hates it. Her reasoning kind of sucks because it's nothing more than just, I prefer being indoors. The only reasonable excuse of hers is because of allergies, but even then it feels like a cop-out, because she could easily take meds for it. We used to try and make her go with us, but after a while, we got tired and would just leave her home while we went out and had fun. Yesterday, we were going on a hike in the forest nearby. We tried to convince Scarlett to join. She refused again, and it led to a fight between her and my parents. She then yelled something about how she hates my parents for forcing her to join family activities. She hates, so I jumped in, yelled at her, saying how she can stay home by herself like the miserable a-hole she is, and that I wish she could just be like us. She won't speak to any of us now. My parents said I was right, but I feel a little bad that Scarlett won't talk to me now. Am I the a-hole?
So many feelings.
Are you kidding?
Coming from someone that had allergies extremely bad.
You know how many medicines I even had to try before one worked? And the fact is, it sucks, but allergy medicine takes like a month or two to kick in before you even notice if it works.
You should get freaking, what's that called? Educated. Before you go calling her that and shit. Of course she is upset about being forced to do stuff she don't want to do. Why don't you do stuff that she wants to do?
Why can't we compromise here?
Next one, am I the a-hole for telling my sister she's overreacting? So, ages, I'm 34 female, sister's 32 female, hubby 38 male, and kids 4 and 4. So, sister hates hubby, makes up reasons for me to leave him all the time. Thinks she's jealous because she's single, but she insists otherwise. Hubby doesn't like sister, and I understand why. Hubby and I had a fight, and things got a little out of hand. And he does have anger issues, and I didn't diffuse the situation in time, which is my fault, unfortunately. For female saw, and while sister was babysitting, told my sister, which then she confronted me later, and she claims that the kids need to be out of that environment. It ain't healthy for any of us, or whatever. If I didn't, she'd call CPS on me, which shouldn't be involved in my fights anyways, and that I'm gonna be a single mother. I'm not being a single mother over a fight that was just an argument. And then what we do is none of her concern, and I kicked her out for arguing about it. My parents took her side though, and are telling me the same crap she is. So am I the a-hole? There you go.
Okay, so initially I would say that at one point I would say yes, she is being overboard. But then there is a fact that
you're minimizing the fight kind of in your post, and you're saying about the anger issues and whatnot. It makes me feel the 4-year-old saw more than just an argument to be running her mouth to the babysitter. That's kind of scary and not healthy for a kid.
And for a relative to go straight to wanting to call CPS.
Yeah.
It's not even if she's being overboard. There's a reason why she's doing that.
Yes. And her already having a problem with your guys' relationship, I don't think it's because she's single.
She ain't jealous, babe. She's trying to warn you.
Trust me. Been there.
Been there, done that.
But that's our opinion.
On to the next. And next story. Am I the a-hole for not letting my kid use mental illness as an excuse? Initially, I'm going to say this doesn't sound great or in your favor, but again, let's hold judgment till the end. My 46 female kid, who's 13, has anxiety, which can manifest into migraines when it gets really bad. At first, I pitied them and was a little too lenient because I would let them get out of things because of it. However, I decided to put a full stop to it because there is absolutely no reason they can't just pop some Tylenol and go to school. Today, they came to me in tears and said they had a horrible migraine and needed to stay home. I just gave them a Tylenol and told them to get dressed because they're not missing school. They tried to argue with me, but I told them their mental illness is not an excuse to get out of school, and they need to learn to deal with it and still live a normal life. I've never even let myself use regular illness as a reason not to go to work, so something that's going on in my head seems like even less of a reason not to go to school or work. But now they're upset with me, and my husband says I was wrong. Am I the a-hole?
Oh, girl, coming from someone that gets them every single day. Oh, no, you are horrible. I really hope your husband puts you in check, because that is not right. Tylenol, pop a Tylenol and it'll go away? No, that's not always the case, thank you.
And I
I'll be first
also
to tell
want to point out, you are
Yeah.
very uneducated for calling that a mental illness, by the way.
Like,
That's-
what?
Anxiety,
It's on your-
depression,
what?
that's the type of mental illness.
That's what I was thinking when the title was like migraine, mental illness. Like, maybe you should get
That's
educated to actually find out that it can be serious to have migraines.
And it's a real health issue, not a mental.
Yes, just for correction. So for me, you got me livid. I don't even gotta know what they bird you, because you are the a-hole. So our last and final story for this video. Am I the a-hole? Wife consistently does tasks after I say I will do them. My wife and I have been married 4 years. We had our first child 6 months ago. She does things like this often, but as an example, the other morning she had asked me to make a bottle for our child, which I had just finished making breakfast, cleaning the dishes, and wasn't dressed for the day yet. I replied saying that I was going to do it right after I got dressed, which I went to do right away. And when I came back down, which maybe took 3 minutes, I came back downstairs to find my wife holding the baby in the bottle, making the bottle. Not really any big deal, but it is a repeat behavior, which I find myself frustrated often. So, am I the a-hole for getting annoyed?
Kinda, yeah, because I'm not gonna lie to you, there's gotta be a repeat behavior for her to continue to do it on her own, and you had to be more than 3 minutes.
Right, like
And that's an excuse.
yeah, you're placing other stuff as a priority rather than making a bottle for your baby. You could easily did the bottle for her and then went and got, I don't get it.
So, what's y'all's opinions about these stories we read today? Whether they're the same or different, we'd love to hear it below.
And don't forget to hit the like.
Don't you dare forget to subscribe.
And come back, because there'll be videos every day for y'all.
Millie.
Nicole, out.